Hi guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about vitamin D deficiency. I made a video and this is going to actually be a part two to the what is RH negative really. I was supposed to have been made the video, but I didn't. But since I talked about me having anxiety earlier, I wanted to talk to y'all about what's causing that in our people and how we can kind of combat that because it is a symptom of vitamin D deficiency. In our people here, we do have that Rh negative gene. And I explain, how it affects us in the first Rh negative video. If you haven't watched it, please watch it, guys. But I wanted to do this video because I did speak on me having anxiety, and I want to talk about the causes of it being vitamin D deficiency. So I want to pull up some symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. And if you guys are having these symptoms, I would definitely check your vitamin D because our people don't know we have a vitamin D deficiency. We don't have get enough sunlight here, and we don't eat our food is tainted, our water is tainted, everything is tainted. So we're not getting the nutrients that we need. And we don't understand that vitamin D, every organ in our body and our endocrine system needs vitamin D to work. And so if we're not getting vitamin D, it's definitely it's serious. So I wanted to read a little bit about it to you guys, some symptoms, because a lot of people don't know. They go to the doctor and they give them, they diagnose them with something like diabetes and all of these things are the start of them is vitamin D deficiency. So we can reverse these things if we catch them early. So let's say vitamin D is extremely important vitamin that has powerful effects on several symptoms throughout the body. Unlike most vitamins, vitamin D actually functions like a hormone, and every single cell in your body has a receptor for it. Your body makes it from cholesterol when your skin is exposed to sunlight. It's also found in certain foods such as fatty fish and fortified dairy products, although it's very difficult to get enough from diet alone. The recommended daily intake is usually around 400 to 800 IUs, but many experts say you should get even more than that. Vitamin D deficiency is very common. It's estimated that about 1 billion people worldwide have low levels of vitamin in their blood, of the vitamin in their blood. According to a 2011 study, 41.6% of adults in the US are deficient. This number goes up to 69.2 in Hispanics and 82.1 in African Americans. 82.1% in African American guys. That is a lot. 82.1% African Americans. This is something that is very important. Share this video, guys. Share, 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 because our people need to know what's causing these sicknesses in us. These are common risk factors for vitamin D deficiency. Having dark skin, being elderly. Having dark skin is not a risk factor. It's the Rh negative gene, which a lot of us African Americans have, because I explained that when you carry that gene, you are from the Abraham's line lineage. So please go watch that video, guys. Being overweight or obese. No, all of these, they're telling you guys backwards. Vitamin D deficiency causes obesity. So I want to get to somebody who telling the truth because they're not they're not telling the truth. Let me type in vitamin D. Uh, oh, that was symptoms. Oh yeah, so they was telling the truth. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm thinking backwards. I'm thinking I need to slow down on my own self. But vitamin D deficiency causes diseases, and I might not be spelling these words right because it's going to just find it on its own anyway. Okay. Fatigue, tiredness, bone and back pain, depression. Depression is a lot. We have depression, and that's caused by vitamin D, deficiency. Impaired wound healing, bone loss, hair loss, muscle pain. So, symptoms and diseases associated with vitamin D deficiency. It is estimated that anywhere from 30 to 100% of Americans, depending upon their age and community living in environments, are deficient in vitamin D. More than half of all American children are vitamin deficient. Supposedly, almost three-fourths of pregnant women are vitamin D deficient, predisposing their unborn children to all sorts of problems. Worldwide, it is estimated that the epidemic of vitamin D deficiency affects 1 billion people. In my practice, over 80% of patients whose vitamin D levels I check are deficient. No one is exactly sure why this is happening, apart from the fact that we spend too much time indoors, and when we go out into the sun, we lather sunscreen on ourselves. I think it must be more than that, but whatever the reason, the reality is we have a major epidemic on our hands. Guys, we need to get in the sun. This is crazy. Okay, what are some symptoms of vitamin D? There is no clear pattern of symptoms. In fact, many people remain asymptomatic despite low levels, but here are the more common symptoms: fatigue, general muscle pain and weakness, muscle cramps, joint pain, chronic pain, weight gain, high blood pressure, restless sleep, poor concentration, headaches, bladder problems, constipation or diarrhea. Diseases associated with vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiency has been shown to play a role in almost every major disease. This includes osteoporosis and osteopenia, 17 varieties of cancer, including breast, prostate, and colon, heart disease, high blood pressure, obesity, metabolic syndrome, and diabetes. I told you guys because my aunt got diabetes right around, and I found out right around the time that I made that RH negative video. So that's why I was going to do this video for you guys. And I was telling her that she needed to get on vitamin D, and telling her stuff to do. So I want to share this with you guys. High blood pressure, heart disease, obesity, my goodness, multiple sclerosis, autoimmune disease, that's a big one, guys. Infertility, gout, osteoarthritis, chronic fatigue syndrome, chronic pain, psoriasis, Parkinson's disease, guys, Alzheimer's disease, depression and seasonal affective disorder. Vitamin D toxicity. It is impossible to generate too much vitamin D in your body from sunlight exposure. Your body will self-regulate and only generate what it needs. Although very rare, it is possible to overdose and become toxic with supplementation, as vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin and therefore stored in the body for longer periods of time. Therefore, if you're taking 5,000 IUs or more daily, you should have your blood levels monitored approximately every 3 months. Okay, guys. I mean, it's very important that you know we watch our vitamin D. Uh, like I was telling you guys, vitamin D is needed for every organ in our endocrine system, every major organ in our body, heart, your lungs, everything. My aunt was telling me she was having heart palpitations, and she had got diabetes. I had a dream that she called me crying on the phone right before I had found out. So, it was shocking to me, and I had just did the video on what is RH negative. So, it had all was like came in alignment. So hopefully, we can do the things that we need to do for her and, for myself with my vitamin D deficiency and already, my anxiety, as I was telling y'all. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Very, very important message. Very important message. Share with your family and friends. Vitamin D deficiency does cause all these major diseases that we are getting out, as well as the food that we're intaking. So, but for the most part, vitamin D deficiency, because it's giving us autoimmune disease, which is weakening us, already. So, guys, we got to take care of our vitamin D.